What's going on, guys? What's going on? I know I haven't did a message in a very, very, very long time. Um, but I'm gonna do this message today. It has grown very near and dear into my heart over the past month. So, um, today I'm gonna talk about, visiting your fellow man and also forgiving your fellow man. So what I'm gonna talk about first is forgiving. I'm gonna look at Colossians 3:13. Bearing one another and forgiving one another if anyone has a complaint against another, even as Christ forgave you, so you also must do. I'm gonna rewind. The reason why I'm doing this message right here is because this past month has been very, very tough for me. Um, I've had three people that's been very close to me die. And right now, on top of that, I have a church member, Danny, that's in the hospital, and things are not looking too good for him. And this is very tough for me to handle, to do this, because I'm very good when it comes to friends and when it comes to family that that I'm close with. And right here, what I just read in Colossians 3:13, bearing one another and forgiving one another if anyone has a complaint against against another, even as Christ forgave you, so you also must do. You know how we have little strifes with each other. We have arguments, we have complaints, we have problems with one another as family and friends. And it's very tough. And most of the time it's over something that's very little. What are we arguing about, guys? What are we arguing about? And the one thing that probably also will bring us together is when you find out somebody's in the hospital or somebody has died in your family, and you got to think about, man, what happened if I died today? What happened if I died today? Or the person that you have a situation with dies today. Man, you know what? We was arguing for nothing. We should have just went ahead, hashed it out, forgive one another, and just move forward. That's what you think of. This is what Christ is saying, Colossians 2:13. Forgive one another. Forgive. Now I'm going to go to Proverbs 18:24. It's talking about visiting your fellow man right here. And it's crazy because of this. I'm going to read it right here. Right here. It says, a man who has friends must himself be friendly. But there is a friend who sits closer than a brother. What they're talking about right there is God. Jesus Christ himself. I tell people this all the time to God. Jesus Christ himself. I tell people this, and I'll set this down here. I tell people this. You know that you have that friend that's a ride or die. No doubt about it. In your life, you know that you have that friend that's a ride or die. I'll give you a prime example right here. I did a movie, A Kid's Heart. This happened a couple of days ago. All right. Did A Kid's Heart about my friend. Her daughter, which I look at as a niece. Knew that her mom wasn't there. Her mom was, out and about handling some business and stuff. And it was getting dark. She didn't want to walk by herself. So guess what happened? I got a ring on the phone. Hey, I'm like, yeah. She asked if I was at home. I said, yeah, I'm home. You don't mind walking with me to Walmart? Sure. Now, mind you, this is what this person doesn't know. If they see this video, it's crazy. I had just came from Walmart, right? And I had just came from Walmart. I was like, yeah, sure. I just got in about 3 minutes ago from that time. But I dropped everything. to go. Because I know the one thing about it, that person would do the same for me. That person would do the same for my children. That's why when you have a friend that stays close to you like a brother, and in this case, like a sister, do your thing on visiting. Visit them. Call, do whatever. And I won't even say call or text because of this. And I got taught this a few years back. There's nothing like physicality. Anybody can call or they can text, but it's nothing like physicality. Seeing that person, touching that person, giving them a hug, looking them in the eye when you give them a hug after you dap them up. I love you, sister. I love you, my brother. We must cherish each moment that we have with one another. That's all I got to say. I'm doing this on my YouTube too, so you guys like, subscribe, share my YouTube and everything. You check this video out on my YouTube too. All right, guys, you have a blessed night. Peace.